morning students, myself Gaurav Kumar Sharma, and in today's class we are going to continue our chapter Resolution into Factors. In the previous class we have discussed about the basic concept of resolution into factors, and in this class particularly we will discuss about those expressions in which the terms can be subgrouped as two contain a compound factor as a common. That is, we are given an algebraic expression and we have to group the terms of that algebraic expression in such a way that we can get a compound factor as a common. So students, let's try to understand it with the help of some examples, and let's take the very first problem of the exercise as an example. The first question of the exercise, and in this question we are given an algebraic expression containing four terms. So students, what we have to do here, we have to group the terms of this expression in such a way that we can get a compound factor as a common. So you can see clearly here in the starting two terms of this expression, we have x as a common. You can simplify it. You can also write it in expanded form like this. This x square can be written as x into x. This xy can be written as x into y. Again, this xz can be written as x into z, and this yz can be written as y into z simply. Now, what can you see here? We can see here that in starting two terms we have x as a common. So we will take x as a common, and the rest of the terms we will write inside the bracket. To what are left here? X and this plus y. The same thing we have to do in the last two terms. We have to find the common, and the common is z. Again, we will take z as a common here, and the rest of the terms will be written inside the bracket. What are left here? X is left in the third term, and plus y is left in the last term. Now, the interesting thing is here in this step that this compound factor x plus y is common. So in the next step, we can take this compound factor as a common, and when we will take the compound factor x plus y as a common, then this x and this plus z will be left here, and we will write them inside the bracket. Now, this one. Now we have two compound factors. The first one is x plus y, and the second one is x plus z. So this is how we can resolve such expressions into factors. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. In this question, we are again given an algebraic expression containing four terms, and again we have to group the terms of this expression so that we can get a compound factor as a common. So let's start. Again, we will write each term of this expression in the simplest form. So we will write a square as a into a, this 2a as 2 into a, this ab will be written as a into b, and this 2b will be written as 2 into b. Now, see in the starting two terms, we have a as a common term. So we'll take a as a common, and the rest of the term, that is this a and this plus 2, will be written inside the bracket. So we are getting here a compound factor, and we will try to make the same compound factor here also. So let's see what will happen. Again, we have b here in the third and the fourth term as a common. So we'll take b as a common, and the rest of the term, that is this a and this plus 2, will be written inside the bracket. And it is very clear in this step that we are getting the same compound factor in both the places. So we will take this same compound factor as a common, and the rest of the term, that is this a and this b, will be written inside the bracket. So again we will get our solution a plus 2 into a plus b, which is the resolution into factors of the given expression. Question number 7. am minus bm minus an plus bm. In this question, we have some positive terms and some negative terms. So let's see that how we will solve this problem. In the starting two terms, you can see that we have m as a common. So we'll take m as a common, and the rest of the term, that is this a and this minus b, will be written inside the bracket. Again, in the third and in the last term, what is common? N is common. Okay, students. So we'll take n as a common, and although minus is not common here, but we will take minus before the bracket or as a common here. That is minus n. And according to the rule of bracket, we know that if there is a negative sign before the bracket, then all the sign inside the bracket will change. Now, what the terms we will write? What are the terms which we will write inside the bracket? The first one will be A, and the second one will be B. Now, because we are writing them inside the bracket and there is a negative sign before the bracket, so we have to change their sign. What was the sign of A here? Minus, and we have to change this minus as plus. And there is no need to write plus because it is already understood that if there is no sign before any number, then that will be a positive sign. And what about B? B has a positive sign here, and we have to change the sign of B as negative. This positive sign will be converted into negative sign because there is a negative sign before the bracket. Now, again we have A minus B as a compound factor which is common. So we'll take this A minus B again common, and the rest of the term, that is M, and this minus M will be written inside the bracket. So our solution, our resolution into factors of the given expression will be A minus B inside the bracket into M minus N inside the bracket. Question number 11. We are given an algebraic expression having four terms: ax minus 2ay minus bx plus 2by. So in the starting two terms, we will try to find some common, and common is here a. So we will write the rest of the term inside the bracket, that is this x and minus 2y. Student, in such type of problems, it is very clear that whatever we will get as a compound factor in starting two terms, the same compound factor we will get in last two terms. So to save our time, we can write this compound factor here as well, because it is very clear that we are going to gain the same compound factor. So we will write one time more this compound factor again here. And now just look at here. This term is left here. You have written x from the third term and minus b is left here. So you can write before the bracket minus b. Minus b. Yes, student. This is how you can save your time while solving such problems. Now, x minus 2y is common, and a and minus b will be written inside the bracket, and that will be our resolution into factors. Now let's take one more example like this. Question number 17. Again we are given an algebraic expression having four terms, and we have to group the terms of this expression in such a way that we can get a compound factor as a common. So in starting two terms, you can see this a square x, the first term, can be written as a into x, and this can be written as a into b into y. This 2x can be written as 2 into a into x, and this can be written as 2 into b into y. Now, what is the common in the starting two terms? A is common in the starting two terms, so we will take a as a common, and rest of the term, that is ax minus by, will be written inside the bracket. As I told in the previous question that it is very clear that we will get the same compound factor at both the places. So whatever the compound factor we will get in the first place, we will write the same compound factor in the second place as well. And now see, in the third term, which in the third term of this algebraic expression, which term you have written and which term you have left here. So plus 2 you have left here, so write that plus 2 here. And because it is very obvious that we will get the same compound factor in both the places, so we'll write again this compound factor as a common ax minus by, and the rest of the term a plus 2 will be written in the second bracket, and that will be the resolution into factors of the given expression. So student, this is how we can solve such problems and save our time. That is for today's class.